What is going on, Lake Pro Tackle fam? We are in the shop today with one of my good buddies here, John Shin. He just started up a brand new business of his own. Now, John has been with the Lake Pro Tackle fam for quite some time. He has helped us out with his extensive knowledge on swim baits, all around fishing. He understands the concepts, understands how fish move around seasonally. And John, I want you to tell the people a little bit more about the business you got going on.
Thank you. So I have been with Lake Pro for quite some time. I come from a recreational background, but we decided we get hit up constantly from anglers, not just for Texoma, but from all over the country for swim bait advice specifically. And I think because swim baiting is such a growing genre in the fishing industry right now, and everybody's now privy to a lot of information, and everybody's now recognizing how useful it could be even in the tournament world.
Sure.
Okay? It's not just a, hey, let's go out, swing for the fences and get one bite anymore.
Right, now it's viable. They go out and catch 25 pounds like day to day.
Yeah, on a swim bait. Yeah. And I was doing that for the longest time, and a lot of people couldn't believe that that was happening.
Right.
But until they actually tried it themselves, they're like, oh crap. There are specific windows when that is definitely possible. You could definitely catch the biggest bag of your life if you just commit to a swim bait. And now, big is relative.
Sure.
You know, 6-inch, 7-inch, maybe big to a lot of guys that usually only conventional fish, right?
Right, only a 5-inch Senko.
Right.
The profile's itty bitty.
But if you've ever thrown an A-rig,
right,
then a 3 or 4 ounce swim bait isn't like that far fetched.
Right.
It's pretty similar, right?
Absolutely.
So what I do is, because I spent probably the better part of a decade dedicating my time to throwing these swim baits and understanding how fish respond to them. A lot of it was, you know, just going out and failing. Like, why did I fail though? Why was it not an ideal time to throw us? Why did they not respond to it? Why didn't I get? And then 3 days later, I'd get 20, 30 bites on a swim bait.
Sure.
Right? Understanding why that happened. So to me, fishing is almost like, you know, they say scoping is a video game.
Right.
Well, actual fishing to me, I treated it like it was a video game, right? I wanted to understand why certain things were happening, right? So I paid attention to the why. That's kind of our motto, solve for why, right? Because a lot of times people can't explain to you why something happened.
Sure.
They'll post a hero shot of a giant fish,
right?
But let's be honest, anybody can just by sheer luck stumble upon a giant bite.
Most people that do those hero type shots are like just stumbled into her, like no idea, like thank God that this happened, you know, just total luck based, whereas you're going out scientifically breaking it down based on seasonal changes, based on XYZ, like weather and all this other stuff. But
sorry. Oh. But yes. I think the important thing was for me to understand the behavior of fish, the behavior of forage, how the seasons can sometimes dictate what everything is doing, but it's not just the seasons. It could be day by day changes, right?
Right.
Water temps can fluctuate several degrees in the course of a single day, right? Wind directions, right? Wind speeds, overcast, bluebird skies. All these conditions are relevant, okay? And they all form an equation that solves for the why, okay? So Eyescope is just that. So when I developed Eyescope Pro and I started doing seminars here at Lake Pro Tackle as well.
What is going on, guys? Brief intermission here. If you want a chance to win this custom 1-of-1 goat swim from Bates Fishing with Lake Pro Tackle branding on it, make sure to head over to the giveaway post on Instagram and Facebook. There you're gonna find all the instructions to win this bad boy. I've got links down in the description. Check out the link tree, subscribe to NBA Fishing as well as Bates Fishing on YouTube. Comment done on the YouTube post. We are choosing one winner from all the comments from Facebook and Instagram, so make sure to check that out. Winner is gonna be drawn on the 14th of February.
Yep.
Right, and the whole, people think Eyescope means, oh, you're anti-forward-facing sonar. I'm not.
Not anymore.
So I do have forward-facing sonar on the boat, and I am getting better at it. Like, I don't have the experience that Sam has on forward-facing sonar, But I have fished with some incredible anglers that are very proficient with it.
Right,
You know?
and I think it definitely backs up kind of what you put into practice on a day-to-day. Understanding these fish, you can point at a screen now and say, this is exactly what they're doing. This
Right.
is what they should be doing, and
Right.
make those connections much faster.
Which is also why my learning curve on forward-facing sonar was expedited, because I already knew how to make the cast. I already knew how a fish responds to a bait. And that's not because I was watching it in real time all the time, but it was just based on thousands of catches and thousands of missed opportunities.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely.
It all summed up to something, and that something is what Eyescope is, right?
Absolutely.
So we decided, you know what, let's take this plunge and let's start putting ourselves out there. So I took a shot, I sold everything,
Yep.
and now we're guiding.
Yeah.
More so on the water training is what I'm specializing in.
Sure.
I want to take people out and not just put you on the fish of a lifetime or a bunch of fish.
Right.
I want you to become a better angler after spending a day or 2 days or 3 days with me.
Right.
I want to give you the tools that otherwise would take you a decade or more to learn, because that's what it took me.
Right.
Because nobody's willingly giving out any good information anymore.
Yeah,
There's
and
a lot.
speaking of giving out information, if you aren't following John on his personal socials and or his Facebook group, Eyescope Pros, previously known as Big Bass Blessings, make sure you go follow them. They are going to be linked down below. And in terms of people trying to book a trip or learning more about Eyescope Pros, what are the steps they needed to go through for that?
So we have a website, eyescopepro.com. You can go directly to the website and book there. We have a calendar so you can select your dates. Obviously, the calendars that are blocked out are dates that have already been reserved, but anything that's open, you can book. We even offer lodging discounts. We have a direct connection with an Airbnb right there in Kingston, Oklahoma.
Yep.
That's right between Alberta and Catfish Bay. Okay.
Gotcha.
So you can stay at a nice Airbnb with access to a private lake
Oh,
right on that property, with a plastic boat that you could jump into and fish if you wanted to, okay?
yeah. So bring the whole family. So
Bring the
like,
whole family.
Mom
Yep.
can go out on the boat, dad go fish the pond. You know, I mean, you've got a pretty sizable boat too. So
Yes.
how many people, in terms of booking a trip, kind of what are those rates? What does that look like in terms of people / count?
So the training, the on-the-water training session focuses on technique. So I would prefer only 2. I can take up to 3, but I would prefer max 2 anglers. You'll get the most intimate experience if it's a one-on-one deal, because I can dedicate all of my attention to just you. But if you have a friend
Right.
that is interested in the exact same things you are and want to focus on the exact same topics, then by all means, bring them by. The unique thing about eyescopepro.com is as soon as you book a trip or reserve a date,
Yeah.
you will automatically be sent a form to fill out, which will give me a very specific understanding of what you would like to key in on. Okay, what are your goals? And also, it'll help me deduce what your experience level is. Because let's be honest, if we go out to a place like, let's say that mud hole in West Texas, where everybody's, not everybody,
Right.
certain people are catching
Scope
giants.
City.
Right. But if you can't make a very accurate cast, right?
not
And you
hitting
have,
those fish.
yeah. And that's the thing that a lot of people seem to not understand, right?
Yep.
But when you come out with me, I will know exactly what your experience level is, because you'll have told me already. I will review your form that you fill out. It's short, it's not like an essay, okay?
Right.
Couple of questions. But it'll tell me what your experience level is, what you're looking to do. Oh, if you tell me I want to really focus in on tournament glide bait fishing, that tells me, okay, you're a numbers person. Yes,
Yep.
you want kickers, but it's not like you want to go out and chuck a 12-inch bait
Sure.
looking for one bite,
And
right?
it just expedites the process to where you're not spending time on the water, where you can use that time to be actively teaching.
Right.
So
And
I like that.
And it's very specific teaching, right? We're not wasting anybody's time. You come out with me, you're getting exactly what you wanted, exactly what you paid for. So we do $1,000 a day, and you can split it between you and a friend or yourself, however you want. Right now, we are running a February promo. So
Yeah.
and it was originally supposed to only be for the Fun and Sun boat and tackle show, but we had such a positive response that I'm extending it all the way through the end of February.
Yeah.
It's 40% off. So you can book a training session for $600, and that's a full day. And that includes, you could be you and a buddy splitting $300 a piece. That's just a nice glide bait.
This is true. I mean, it's cheaper than a lot of rods we have here at the shop.
Yeah.
I did want to touch on this. You mentioned, so we do a lot with the high school anglers.
Yes.
If you're a high school angler, make sure to hit us up. We've got high school discounts as well as college discounts. John, I know you were saying earlier when we were kind of like talking, you said you were doing something special
Yes.
for high schoolers specifically.
So I know that in the high school bass fishing scene, not everybody has it made, okay? And if you do, good for you, okay? But I'm offering 50% off across the board for any style of trip you want to do. If you want to do a run and gun trip, or you want to just go and run points and check out the lay of the land, or if you want to do a specific one-on-one session, half off. So $500.
Yeah.
And up to, for high school kids, up to 3, okay?
So boat captain, 2 anglers.
Yes.
Or 3
whatever.
anglers maybe.
Yeah, whatever, however y'all want to do it, right? And you'll have access to the same things. I'm going to send all of you the form. So even if it's, let's say, a captain and 2 anglers, the
Right.
captain can dictate how this course should go, or the anglers can tell me what they want to do, and we'll compile a very specific, I guess, a schedule, right, for you. And when you come out, like I said, if I know Texoma is not close for everybody,
Sure.
which is why I have the lodging option. So you can go, there's a link directly on the website. You'll get 20% off, okay, of
For
your
the
lodging
lodging.
as well.
Yep.
So if you want to do a multi-day trip, you have access to that as well. And we encourage people to come and do multi-day trips because let's be honest,
It helps give you a full picture instead of just a snapshot.
yes, I won't have to like speed through certain things. I can take my time and show you multiple examples. For instance, why should you cast at this point from this angle, this time of day? We can come back around at a later time of day or the following day when the conditions have changed and show you why we're deciding to switch it up, right? Because there's always a reason for that, right?
Yep.
So 50% off all high school anglers.
Yep.
So take advantage of that because I know that there are a lot of derbs.
Yeah.
On Texoma.
High school state tournament is on Texoma.
So behoove. Now, if you book, all you have to do is book by the end of February. That does not mean you have to take the trip.
Sure. What's your policy?
By that time.
What's your policy? So if someone books like a month, 2 months, 3 months out, and there's like really bad inclement weather, what is your policy on that?
If it's beyond our control, like for instance, a weather-related issue, or if it's a health issue, right? If it's beyond our control, then I would prefer that you give me at least 72 hours heads up, so 3 days.
Yeah, that's probably more than fair.
Yeah, but if you're booking because of a scheduling conflict or something, then please give me 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks so that I can rebook that date or those dates, right? As far as how far in advance, if you book now, how far in advance can you book it? I'm giving you till the end of 2026. So if you book now,
I mean,
it
I
could
can
be a
book
December
30th.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes, if you want to do that. And I'll tell you, if you really want to have fun on Texoma throwing these big baits, it'll be March all the way through June.
June, yeah.
And then it'll pick up again right around August all the way through December. So there are unique things that happen on a fishery like Texoma, which kind of fishes a lot like a Highland-style reservoir, which will make you a pretty good angler in any similar style of fishery.
Yeah,
right?
That's one thing that I know from fishing in college is you put any Texas angler around grass or current or nomadic fish, they're so lost.
Yeah.
So if you are a Texas angler and you want to go to that next level before you hit the college scene, you got to book a trip with John.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this, you want to level up your scope game, we're going to spend some time scoping some striper that move around at Mock Jesus, and I know that helped me really level up my game, keeping the boat control, keeping the sonar on the fish.
Leading the
tracking,
fish.
yeah, and understanding when to cast at the fish. That's so important, you know, like, and I'm not even like a black belt in scope, but I realized that very quickly, you know, just practicing with striper. So, and if you want to just throw giant swim baits at striper, guess what? They eat them too.
Oh, yeah.
They like them. You know?
Yeah,
So,
you sent me some pictures of some like depth 250s.
Yes.
Like some striper's mouths.
It's really fun. It's an educational experience and you won't be bored, right? Classroom settings are great. When I do seminars here at Lake Pro Tackle, it's great because I can engage with people, they can ask me questions. But when we're on the water, I can not only engage with you, I can actually show you proof of concept right then and there.
Yeah, and that's what's important, I think, for a lot of people, especially visual learners, as well as people just want to be on the water doing it, living it, instead of just trying to, you know, figure it out through a screen.
And now's a good time to book too, because Texoma is crystal clear. And that, man, fishing clear water with these big baits, that will expedite that learning curve because you can actually see with your eyes, not just, because the scope won't tell you exactly what your bait's doing, it'll tell you where it's at.
Right.
Won't tell you exactly what it's doing. But when you can see your bait 40, 50 feet away, 3 to 4 feet down, you learn very quickly, oh, a quarter turn on the handle does this.
Right.
Or a half turn, oh, that overworks it. You know, these things, you can ingrain, that muscle memory will be ingrained into your body because you can visually see it. Now you can go to slightly stained water.
Right.
Where you can't see the bait, but you'll know, oh, this is what it feels like when it's being overworked. This is what it feels like when it's being underworked.
Gotcha. And I think last question here, when it comes to equipment and what should an angler / anglers bring, what's under that umbrella there for equipment?
So I would recommend you bring the gear that you are comfortable, that you will be using, okay? However, it's not required. I understand the swim bait game is
Very specific.
and it's not cheap, right?
Right.
But I will have the highest end equipment on the boat for you to be able to, from Lake Pro Tackle. So the Leviathan Eyescope rod, which is a custom collab with the shop, myself. Most Leviathan rods, it's pretty much is gonna be on the deck, right? So you're gonna have access to $1,000 setups, and I will allow you to throw my baits. However, if you have baits that you really wanna dial in, right? Because I understand that, especially high school anglers,
I'm sure this might be in the form too as well.
Yeah.
Like if they have a specific bait, you know.
So it's open, okay? You're more than welcome to come barehanded. Let's go fish. And you can fish all of my stuff. I'll show you how to cast and you know, work a specific bait using my rods, or bring your own stuff, whichever you prefer.
And you can optimize it too. You know,
Absolutely.
Working with high school anglers, it's like they'll bring not junk, but it's just not optimized.
Right.
Like they might have a quarter of a spool of line on their reel, and it's like you're casting 20 feet and your knot's about to fly off when when you run out of line. So
the important thing is this: like I can tell if I fish with you for 30 minutes and I'm observing you, I can tell you your style.
Sure.
I know how you set a hook. I know how you work a bait. I know how your footwork is, because all this matters. What people don't understand is when they ask questions like, hey, what rod should I use, or what reel should I use, or what line should I use? Hey, guess what? There's a reason why you get 80 different responses.
Right.
It's because everybody has a different style. We just we don't understand that, and we don't see that. But I've fished with so many people, from beginners to Elite Series pros.
Yeah.
And I know that, oh, if this individual doesn't like to crack them hard, and likes to just do a sweeping hook set, braid to leader is advantageous.
Right.
You'll get a better hook penetration, but it's things like that, right? When you spend time on the water with me, I'll be able to point that out, and I will make you a better angler.
Absolutely. Well, guys, heard it here first. John Shin, Eyescope Pros. I hope you definitely go check him out, book a trip. I would greatly appreciate it if you do. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel here. Go follow, click all the links down in the description. Eyescope Pros, John Shin. We're signing out. Thanks, John.
Thank you.